Hockey East match here at Agganis Arena. They'll be back, and they'll be back for an extended, almost Red Sox-like 5-game homestand. Bernie Corbett, Mark Linehan, glad you could join us here tonight as the Terriers play a rare midweek game with the UMass Minutemen, looking for a season sweep after winning 2 back in November. Handles some pressure. Kaplan now to Skoog. Skoog frees up for a shot. Lister and a goal. Wilmer Skoog remains hot for the Terriers offensively, and they take a 1-0 lead here. 10:31 left in the first. Well, corner. O'Brien. There's that high roll again, Mark. And
yeah, look
at
at
that coverage. Yep. And a goal. O'Brien throws it to the net from just inside the line, and that one had eyes, and the Terriers have a 2-0 lead. One deflected away. Quinn Hudson gets it back. Power play time dwindling. Quinn Hudson now able to walk through and scores. Quinn Hudson from the far circle just after the power play expired. And Zabane will find the puck. Zabane streaking in front. And goal! The goal! Zabane was able to tap it underneath Pavicic. Official was emphatic. He got right to the net. Morrow on the attack, right side. Gets it back down low. Centers one and a goal. So a little transition, and UMass Koopman able to cash in, goes up high under the bar, and the Minutemen are on the board 4-1 here with 13:31 left second period. Find it low. Kaplan comes off a check, goes to Skoog. Skoog now looked in front for Kaplan, and a goal! Wow. Devin Kaplan just able to squeeze that one underneath Pavicic. Webster places it back deep, and Skoog is able to step over. Brown for Skoog. What's Skoog have in mind here? Lacrosse goal has been a specialty. He's got to be thinking about it. He got it back in a goal there from the shot there by Kaplan. Skoog got him back the other way, and there's Kaplan. Draws it ahead off a Lautenbach. Cruising in to look to center it is Cameron, and a goal. So the Minutemen just throw it out to the front, and just took a bounce in and by Comesso as time runs out on the Minutemen, and the Terriers of Boston University will complete a clean 3-game season sweep of the UMass Minutemen. The final score here at Agganis Arena, the Jack Parker Rink, Boston University 6 and UMass 2. It is a third decisive victory over UMass.
I really liked our effort tonight. Give a lot of credit to our guys. Just seems like when we don't play well, I don't think we were very good in Arizona, even in the game we won versus Air Force. Didn't play well versus Michigan Tech. But our guys, you know, they take ownership of it as a group. And it's a credit to our leadership. And our guys came out ready to play tonight. And I thought for the most part, you know, we dominated that game. So just credit to our guys.
Coach, you held them to 19 shots. I think you guys had something in the 40s. So what do you like about your defensive game that in hand helped your offensive game?
Yeah, I really liked our, you know, we took away the middle of the ice. We didn't let much get into our slot. And for us, if we're doing a good job there, it helps our transition game. So I thought we ended plays quickly in defensive zone and got going on offense. So it was a key to our success tonight.
After the Michigan Tech game, you talked about the importance of starting on time. What was said between then and now that kind of got you guys started so well today?
Well, I think we just talked about it the last couple of days. That, you know, we can't spot a team a 3-goal lead in the first period. We have to be ready to play. I took some responsibility for it. I didn't have them ready, but it's also their responsibility as well to be ready. So together, you know, we talked about it, and tonight we came out ready to play.
Coach, just wondering what gives you guys so much success against UMass specifically? I think it's like 11-2 in the last 13.
I honestly don't really think about it too much. I don't know. To be honest with you, good answer.
UMass rolled with, I think, 3 freshmen in the back end tonight. Did you feel like you were able to exploit that, especially with some of your more experienced forwards? It seemed like you were giving them a lot of trouble.
I thought our forwards played a heavy game tonight. I thought we were really hard on the puck. When we didn't have the puck, we fought to get it back. So I think that was a big reason why we had success. We were determined. We were a determined group tonight. So it paid off.
And can you talk about that top line with Kaplan and Scoot, what you saw from them tonight?
Again, that line was heavy on the puck. Kaplan and Scoot are big guys. They protected the puck very well. Matt Brown's really quick. He's tough to contain. They worked off each other very well. They had a great game. They were dominant at times tonight.
It was a big night for Kaplan. Wilmer had a good weekend last weekend. I think we talked about, you know, freshmen coming back in the second half, having a stronger second half. So I was wondering, like, Lane, Hudson, and Rankin, what does a stronger second half look like for those guys?
Well, there's always areas of improvement for those guys. I mean, they obviously contributed offensively, but they're both still getting better defensively, and they're still going to contribute offensively. So it's just they're growing their games. They're young players. They're growing their games in all areas. So it's nice to see, and it's a credit to them. They want to get better. They want to be good teammates. They want to become better hockey players, and it's helping our group.
Anything else for Coach?
Can you just talk a little bit about your power play tonight? You guys got a bunch of opportunities.
Yeah, I thought that was probably the only thing I didn't think was great tonight was the power play. We had a couple looks, but I didn't think it was as crisp as we'd like it to be. So that was, I wouldn't call it a negative because we did have some chances, but it wasn't as good as it can be.
Obviously it worked, so what do you think was clicking so well?
I don't know. I didn't think it clicked that well. I thought it was really fun to play tonight, and I think Brown, me and Cap was complementing each other pretty well with speed and power and passing ability. So I think just the combination worked out really well.
So you kind of wind up for a little cross move, but then you pass it over to Devin. You've done this many times. Do you think teams are maybe pre-scouting that for you now?
I don't know, maybe. I think everyone is a little more aware in general because it happens all over the place. So just worked. I was just standing there and I was like, "There's no way it's gonna work." And then I saw Cap come out behind the net a little bit and to an open area, and I went in. That was nice.
You both had a little bit of a slower start in the season, so what kind of was the difference now heading into the second half that you're producing so well?
I'd say for me, it's just confidence and kind of getting used to a new level. Obviously, the guys are bigger than they are in junior, so there's a little bit of an adjustment period there, but kind of just listening to the older guys, and my pregame rituals kind of changed a little bit where I'm a little bit calmer now, so I don't kind of get in my own head. So that's helped me a lot. It made it a lot easier.
In his midweek comments, Coach talked about how coming back from Arizona to playing in a midweek, it's kind of resembles an NHL kind of type of play. How do you guys think you adjusted to that?
Yeah, I think we did pretty well. Obviously, in Arizona, it didn't end the way we wanted to, but I think we did a good job of turning the page and kind of looking forward to the next game. And we did a good job with that. Pando gave us a pretty good idea of what he wanted out of us, and I think we did a good job executing that.
Coach talked about freshmen kind of getting their feet wet first semester and then coming back second semester and having a better half. What do you think part of your game you're probably going to take the biggest step in this semester?
I'd say for me, kind of holding on to pucks in the ozone more, using my body to kind of the way I think I know like I can make good plays, but I think to kind of show that a little bit more, holding on to pucks and kind of letting other guys work and get in open areas, I think I can still do a better job of that. So we'll work on that.
And being on the line with two seniors, how do you think they've helped you play? And then what have you seen of him growing kind of as a freshman so far this season?
Yeah, so playing with Scoot and Brown, it was our first time playing together today, but obviously in practice, we practice against each other, with each other. It changes all the time. And Scoot here, he's a big guy, possesses pucks, and he plays a little bit similar to me, like simpler. And then Brownie, he's obviously, he's got great separation speed, he thinks the game well, he's got great skill. So just kind of using their experience, kind of just learning off them. We talk a lot on the bench just to kind of see where each other's at, and that helps a ton, so it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I think for Cap coming in as a freshman, one of the biggest part I think is like, don't be afraid to take up like, don't be afraid to make yourself heard or seen on the ice. Like, just do whatever you can contribute with, and Cap has done a really good job with contributing with whatever he's good at. And yeah, I think the line today with me, Brown, and Cap was complementing each other, as I said. So yeah, I think he's done a really good job to adjust to college hockey, and it's, yeah, as I said, it was fun. It was fun tonight, and I'm looking forward to the future games too.